Imagine this. You go to a party and your friend hands you a small piece of paper and tells you to put it on your tongue. You do, and almost immediately you begin to feel weightless and an opened imagination and almost in a dreamlike state. And you wonder to yourself, what did you just take? Well, this substance is most likely LSD 25, which is a Schedule 1 drug that is illegal in the US. This semi-synthetic drug can be taken orally, intravenously, ocularly, or intramuscularly. LSD 25 is best known for its psychedelic effects and its role in the counterculture of the 1960s. So over this speech, I will be going over some history behind the drug, as well as the drug's effects on a person. So let's start with the history. Albert Hofmann was a Swiss scientist best known for synthesizing LSD 25, accidentally ingesting it, and thus learning of its psychedelic effects. After graduating with a degree in chemistry, Hofmann began working at Sandoz Laboratories in Basel. And while working there in the pharmaceutical chemical department, he began to study the plant squill and the fungus ergot. And this led him to begin researching lysergic acid derivatives. This led to Hofmann first synthesizing the drug LSD 25 on November 16th, 1938. And after this, the drug was dormant for about 5 years until Albert decided to re-examine it, in which this occurred on April 15th, 1943, when he accidentally ingested LSD while resynthesizing it. He described the experience as not an unpleasant one, and that expanded his imagination and put him in a dreamlike state. So this led him to intentionally ingest 250 micrograms of LSD just a few days later on April 19th, 1943. And this is the first intentional acid trip. So because of Albert Hofmann, LSD 25 was synthesized and its psychedelic effects became known. So now that we know how LSD 25 came to be, we can go into some more facts about the drug and its effects. So users have claimed to feel different types of physical, psychological, and sensory effects. And it's important to take note that these effects can vary from person to person. So first we'll go over the physical effects. LSD 25 is not considered addictive, but tolerance is built up by regular use. Some physical effects of LSD include pupil dilation, wakefulness, and an increased appetite. Others, which could just be from the psychological effects, include numbness, weakness, nausea, heart rate increase, jaw clenching, perspiration, tremors, and saliva and mucus production. Now the next are the psychological effects, which is what LSD 25 is most commonly known for. The psychological effects of this drug are unique and vary from person to person, and these effects are known as an acid trip. Acid trips vary from person to person, whether it's the intensity of the dose that they took, the environment that they are in, or previous experiences also affect an acid trip. Users have said that a good trip caused changes in personality and in life perspective, as well as experiences of radiant colors, very vivid patterns, a rippled movement of objects, morphing objects, and a loss of a sense of identity and expansion of time. But if a person is not ready for the trip or doesn't know about the effects or is not comfortable with the environment they're in, they will experience a bad trip, which is a very unpleasant feeling. Next are the sensory effects of the drug, which are very similar to the psychedelic effects. LSD 25 causes the senses to be altered, as well as emotions, time, memories, and awareness. And these effects will last for about 6 to 14 hours, depending on the intensity of the dose. Within 30 to 90 minutes after ingestion, the user may feel the sensory effects. As far as sight goes, the user will see an intensification of colors, rippled movement of objects, like we said before, morphing of objects, animate movement of stationary objects, which will become very real and vivid for the user. As far as taste, some users have said, including Albert Hoffman himself, that they taste a metallic, like a metallic taste in their mouth when they take the drug. Last, as far as the sense of hearing, users have said that there was a distortion of sounds, an echo-like sound, an inability to discern sounds, and intensification of music. So overall, LSD-25 is a very unique drug, and once it was synthesized, its psychedelic effects were known by users. So the next time you're handed that tab of acid at a party, just ask yourself, are you ready for it?